Hey fight fans, today in this video we will discuss an ideal option for Khamzat Chimaev, social media beef, and how things could all play out. If Khamzat Chimaev moves up to middleweight, gets an immediate title shot, then he ends up beating the middleweight champion, he will most likely get another immediate shot at the welterweight belt, giving him champ status. Leon Edwards has provided us a tentative time frame for his return. Simpson, manager of Leon Edwards, Israel Adesanya, and Jiri Prochazka, posted a photo on social networks with the caption, "It was a good summer." Another top UFC manager, Abdelaziz, no longer has any more UFC champions. And Dave Lovell, coach of new champion Leon Edwards, replies to Jorge Masvidal. Then we will also be discussing the beef between Masvidal and Daniel Cormier on social media and what Masvidal thinks about it all. So let's dive right in. Third-ranked fighter of the UFC welterweight division, Khamzat Chimaev, has lost the most steam due to the defeat of Kamaru Usman at UFC 278 in Salt Lake City, lost by knockout to Leon Edwards, and subsequently lost the championship belt. But in any case, the situation is now such that the fight with Diaz will not be the last for Boers before he gets to fight for a title. It is likely that if Edwards were to lose in a rematch, Chimaev will have to face Edwards first, especially since the fight between Leon and Khamzat has been canceled 3 times before due to the coronavirus. Chimaev's fans have also been asking, what will happen next? What awaits Chimaev? Now, by the way, I do like the idea that the former 2-time champion Henry Cejudo advised Chimaev, saying, "If I was Khamzat Chimaev, I would go up, because these guys aren't gonna fight until February," Cejudo stated on his YouTube channel.
Chimaev is about to be in a #1 contenders match with Diaz. If Chimaev wins and Diaz goes into a different promotion, Henry is arguing, or at least suggesting, that Chimaev used that golden ticket of #1 contendership at 185 pounds. That I'm the #1 contender. I get to fight for a world championship. Oh, and by the way, I'm going to cash this in to the winner of Pereira and Adesanya. Does it work that way?
Now, I think probably not a bad idea after all. Both Adesanya and Pereira are strikers, and whoever wins in that fight could be a perfect matchup for the Chechen fighter. In a perfect world, as we've already said, if Khamzat moves up, gets an immediate title shot, and beats the middleweight champion, he will most likely be given another immediate shot at the welterweight belt. Now, I think in this case that is the perfect choice for Chimaev, but what do you think? Do you agree with this? Go ahead and let us know your thoughts in the comment section below.
As Khamzat Chimaev is one of the rising stars in the UFC. But I think last weekend he did not understand that he was the biggest loser in the Usman versus Leon situation, because he was in line. All he had to do was get past Diaz. All he had to do, get past Diaz. You fight for a championship. But with Leon Edwards winning now we got a trilogy. And rightfully so. So then that leads to the question, what is this fight for? I feel like for Diaz, this fight's for legacy. I feel like for Chimaev, this is just another scalp on his resume, because I don't know if this win necessarily puts him closer than he already is to a championship fight. What happens if Nate Diaz wins? As Nate Diaz walks to the octagon at the T-Mobile Arena for UFC 279, every thought in his mind will be that he will win that fight. You guys better make sure you tune in, because Nate Diaz, once again, is trying to ruin all the plans.
Leon Edwards himself named an approximate date for his return. Edwards immediately stated that it would be next year when he would fight again. He is not going to consider December for a return to the octagon, because he has some injuries he needs to heal and recover. But at the same time, Leon is not going to sit idle for very long. He does recall that the UFC events usually take place in London around March or April, and that is when he would be ready to fight. Now, the manager of Leon Edwards and 2 other champions, Jiri Prochazka and Israel Adesanya, posted a photo on social media with the caption, "It was a good summer," and indeed it was. His fighters all managed to shine. Adesanya defended the belt again, Prochazka became champion, and Edwards dethroned the welterweight king, all in the last 3 months. But as we said before, unfortunately for another top manager, Abdelaziz, he no longer has any UFC champions. Now jumping over to Masvidal, Leon had wanted to fight him in the past. That is true, he wanted to take revenge. But after the victory over Usman, it is clear that Edwards has now changed his mind. Dave Lovell, coach of Leon Edwards, responded to Masvidal, who previously expressed his intention to fight Edwards for a title, saying, "As you know, Leon has been climbing to the top for a very long time. He tried to reach the top, but each time he approached the goal, he was thrown back. Now he confidently has taken his place on the hill. Now he is the one who pushes people back. It's safe to say that you, Mr. Masvidal, can take a seat at the back of the line. Mr. Masvidal, Judas Rat, your time will come, but we're negotiating on our own terms. I'm telling you exactly the same as you once told Leon. Wait at the end of the line. Now wait, buddy, because now Leon is at the top of the hill." Masvidal replied saying, "I never showed disrespect to elders, therefore, God bless you. I hope you possible. The funny thing about this situation is that when Leon loses to Usman, he will be begging again. Good luck. I'm worried about you guys." However, many people are questioning whether or not Masvidal actually wrote that, as it is not his style at all. And then Daniel Cormier absolutely does not want newly crowned UFC welterweight champion Leon Edwards to fight Jorge Masvidal or even recognize him. Cormier advised Edwards to give Masvidal a taste of his own medicine and not to give any glamour to him now that he was champion. "Bro, don't fight him," Cormier said on his ESPN DC and RC show.
Bro, fight him, because for 2 years, when he was the man, right, he could not say your name. Now all of a sudden he's like, if you become the champ, he wants to put it into this thing. He should not fight Jorge Masvidal. See, he literally should just big league him and not even say his name. Because why would you do that when a guy snuck you backstage but then never fought you? Now all of a sudden you're the man, he wants to fight you. And I like Jorge Masvidal a lot. He's a really good dude. But it's like, come on, Jorge, man, we got no better than that, Ryan, right?
And then Jorge Masvidal responded sharply to Cormier saying, "I guess you're still bummed because I didn't give an interview to your weak YouTube channel during the week of my fight. Put on your best DXL suit and act like a good boy. Perhaps your master will give you a gift." Now that sounds more like Masvidal. But what do you guys think? Should Edwards fight Masvidal? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And this is all for today, so please don't forget to subscribe because it does help our channel grow.